In the early hours of Monday morning, Billy Slater has just named his team and squad to take on the Blues and try and wrap up this State of Origin series this Sunday in Perth. Unlike the Blues, who made 5 changes to their 1-17, Billy wouldn't have made any, you presume, but he has been forced to make the 2. But here is the team, and then we'll go through the extended squad as well. So Kalen Ponga is at fullback. Selwyn Cobbo will be on the right wing, and Murray Taulagi will make his State of Origin debut as I predicted, which I think is the correct choice. Holmes and Gagai remain the centres. The halves, they're going to be the same for a bit longer, I think. Cameron Munster in the captain DCE. Lindsay Collins will move into the starting lineup with Josh Papali'i. Ben Hunt will stay as the starting number 9. The back row, Katewell Kafusi. Tino, he moves from the front row to lock. On the bench, Harry Grant, Jai Arrow will move from 18th man into the squad, into the team. Paddy Carrigan stays there, who was one of the best for Queensland, and Jeremiah Nanai. 18th man will go to Tommy Dearden, and the rest of the squad includes Tommy Flegler, Beau Fermor, Corey Oates, and Reece Walsh. Now, before we get into the team too much, it seems that Billy and Freddie aren't really using their 19 to 22 on players they think will be in the team going forward. At least that's what it looks like. It looks like they're just going to rotate, get guys in who they think are good enough to play State of Origin if they really have to, but rather just guys they want in that camp, in that setup, in case they get picked more likely in the future. No Hammer at all in the squad, which I think is pretty surprising. I'm also not sold. I think Taulagi will start. I think he's more likely to start than what I'm going to say. I would have him in there, but I would not be surprised if Corey Oates moves to the wing. And I don't think Tommy Dearden will be the 18th man come game time. I think that Reece Walsh will get that 18th man spot. Can cover a halves position as Tommy Dearden will, but can cover anywhere in the back 5. And he could play dummy half because, let's be honest, nearly anyone can play dummy half, it seems like. But for Queensland, you wouldn't want to make too many changes to this team. It's a great team. On paper, it pretty much is the same as, on the same level as the New South Wales team, despite their amount of changes. But Queensland, looking at the teams now, will probably go into this game as favourites. I think the only thing that's stopping that is that a lot of people think they were set up to go to a decider. But guys, the Queensland team, let me know what your thoughts are on it in that comment section down below. Now, before we wrap up the video, the New South Wales Blues have just dropped their official team. It's pretty close to the one that I posted yesterday. We got the squad right because that was the official squad, believe it or not. But here is the team. Teddy at fullback, on the wings, To'o and Tupou. The centres are Burton and Crichton. Luai Cleary the halves. The front row, Haas and Jake Trbojevic. Appy gets the start at dummy half. Murray Martinez the back row. The bench, Cook, Crichton, Paulo, and Talakai. And Hines stays 18th man with Suali, McLean, Gutho, and Victor Radley getting the call up to the extended bench. The only difference here is that Appy gets it over Cookie. Feel bad for Cookie. In my opinion, he should be playing 80 minutes from what we've seen of him in the past. And he didn't have a shocking game 1. He just wasn't as involved as much because, believe it or not, guys, New South Wales got dominated in the ruck, so Cookie couldn't go running. But besides that, I think that if you're going to have Appy as your 14, you'd rather Cookie there and start Appy. Appy will get through. Him and Jakey can just cut dudes for the first half an hour. If I'm a Queensland forward, I would be getting some protection because those two are probably the 2 best defensive players in the competition, and a nice little Manly reunion. But guys, there are your official teams for State of Origin Game 2. Obviously can change, but there are the jersey numbers at the very least. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It's completely free. The best things in life are free. Comment your thoughts on these teams down below and smash that like button if you want to see more of these news, recaps, highlights, all that shebang.